On this episode, we're talking 3 years at Thoughtium.
Ooh, I like that energy.
That was good.
I like that energy. I hope that record button's on.
You knew that was coming. Yes, you knew that was coming.
All right, welcome to episode 28. This is a special episode. First and foremost, we have the entire team in-house today. Woo! So Kathy and Norm, you all know from previous episodes. They are partners here at Thoughtium. I'm Anthony Ewing, of course, and we also have some special teammates in the back giving us moral support. It's also a special day today because it is the official 3-year anniversary of Thoughtium. Which is just super incredible to think that it's been 3 years and really a year since the three of us have gotten together to really build this business. Wow. And we want to give an update on that today because it's been an incredible 3 years, but it's been an even more exciting last like 6 to 8 months.
Yes.
So we've got everybody in the room. We've got Norm and Kathy. Let's dive into it. All right, so 3 years in and I feel like we are just getting started, which is a really exciting feeling. That tells us that our capabilities are still expanding. We're working with our clients in completely new ways, but we're sharing a lot of the same experiences in all of the work that we're doing. And so we oftentimes get this question, like, what specifically are you doing with your clients? Like, what are you working on? And I thought we would maybe pause and the three of us would maybe share a piece of work that we're doing as a team, individually with our clients to really create the space. So Norm, why don't we start with you? What are you working on?
Sure. We're working with our clients right now on strategic planning and the budget process. And it's just that time of year where the clients are sitting down and they're looking at what does 2020 look like. And so it includes bringing the leaders to the design table and actually formulating the strategy. I think even more importantly is how does that strategy pull all the way through the organization? And that's going to show up with programs and projects, workforce planning. There's just a lot of orchestration and details. And so it's also the space I love. And so it's just really helping leaders sit down and really understand where are we going, and then more importantly, how do we get there?
Yeah, that's incredible. What would you say is the number one challenge that leaders that we're working with maybe put in front of you or put at the table at the beginning of an engagement like this?
Yeah, I mean, it's just such a big problem. I'd say the biggest challenge is really cross-functional prioritization. I think at times you can set up a firm strategy, which is up here. You've got local direction that's being set at the line level, but it's really that cross-functional alignment and leadership at the prioritization level that's just critical.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yep.
Interesting.
Kathy, what are you working on?
Well, just to build on what Norm was saying, we do a lot in the team coaching and the leadership effectiveness space, and so often with some of the misalignment that Norm is describing, there aren't priorities that get aligned across functions at the highest levels in organizations sometimes. And we've got an engagement going right now with the Fortune 100. We've come in to really meet them where they're at, help them clarify their direction, but more importantly, translate that direction into very specific goals that help them build deeper connections across the team in the horizontal space, because they're all so vertically oriented toward the team that they're managing. But when they come together in the horizontal, they're more focused on their collective and really doing the problem solving and decision making work so that they can get that alignment that Norm is describing, because otherwise the strategy starts to break down and the execution doesn't come through.
Yeah, well, so again, more horizontal alignment.
Yeah.
And Kathy, when you work with teams in this manner, like what's a topic or concept that we like to use to help facilitate some of that cross-functional thinking and breaking down the vertical silos?
I think it's about creating safe space so that people can really be their full selves in that context. So often there are a lot of inhibitors, sometimes even barriers, and what we're able to do is to create a space that allows them to step in, have the deeper conversation, connect with one another, and strengthen those relationships, which makes them that much more effective in what they're taking on as a team.
That's incredible. So really creating the space to bring in new topics that allow people to shift their thinking about the way that they work. That's essentially what we do and what we love to do every day. I will round things out with a final example of a piece of work that we're all working on that has just been so exciting for us, and it's called the Wargames Experience. Now this is a process, really, an experiential process that we take sales and marketing leaders through that allows them to take their brand plan and essentially simulate it in a real world marketplace environment. And the way that we do this is we start with breaking down vertical silos. We get people from across the sales and marketing organization essentially at the same table over the course of a 6 to 8 week progression. We help them unpack their brand plan, socialize it across all of these groups, and then we create these workshop-like experiences that allow them to step into the shoes of either the marketplace or the competition, and then they make moves and counter moves based on what the marketplace says against your brand strategy, based on what your competitors might do based on your strategy moving forward. And we call this really stepping into the playing field versus as strategists, we oftentimes sit above the playing board or the playing field. This is actually like getting the gear on and stepping into the playing field and simulating the direction and the strategy that you have set for your team and for your brand. And we have just seen our clients really light up because at minimum, it allows people from across functions to really better understand the strategy that you've developed. And it also really pressure tests this strategy and allows you to see certain blind spots that you're maybe not seeing based on you as a team looking up and out and seeing some of these external factors that could potentially get in the way or could potentially clear the way for what we call value improvements. And this has been a way that we've enabled our clients to really realize and improve their brand strategy. Again, more creating the space, and we do that through these unique experiences and these great topics. If you want to learn more about our capabilities, you can see a more detailed list of what we do and a more detailed description of what we do at Thoughtium.com. You can also look at previous YouTube episodes on the Thoughtium YouTube channel for really the unpacking of a lot of these concepts. So thank you for your discussions on that. I want to maybe switch gears a little bit because we are also very passionate about building our own company here in Thoughtium. And as much as we are so focused on client delivery, we want to make sure that we continue to build a platform for other unique practitioners like us to step into so that we can expand these experiences with our clients and more. And so let's pause and take a look at kind of where we're at right now in 3 years in. And you all have been with Thoughtium for at least a year or two. What are maybe some of the biggest surprises when it comes to building the business that you have seen as partners in the business? Like what is a surprise that you've seen over the course of the last year or two? Norm, we'll start with you.
Yeah, I'd say one of the biggest surprises has been just the feedback and impact that we've had with the clients. We've been very intentional about the type of firm that we're building and even how we're coming in. And I just love the co-creation, co-design space. And so just seeing how not only is it being received well, but the results are there and the outcomes are there. So I've just been really surprised at, again, just how quick people are saying it feels different, the experiences are different, and we're making a real impact.
Yeah, it's incredible to feel. It's why we do what we do. Kathy, what about you? What surprises you the most?
I would say that one of the things that has surprised me is that we continue to be challenged by trying to get time with the three of us. We had so many great ideas when we came together over a year ago, and we've been able to put a lot of those into motion, but I think the challenge is that we're sometimes managing so many different things simultaneously that we don't get the opportunity to pause and come together ourselves. And we work with a lot of our clients to help them realize the power of the collective, not just the individual leaders, but the collective leadership that they can create. And we have so much amazing opportunity when we step into that ourselves. So I just want us to keep doing that.
How often do we laugh when we have to stop and acknowledge that the exact work that we're doing with our clients is what we need to be doing more of?
Exactly.
Absolutely, and that's it's such a blessing to be able to provide that to our clients. At the same time, turn around and actually give ourselves some of our own medicine and our own advice. So thank you for that. I'll just finish by saying, we are now building a team here at Thoughtium. It's no longer just the three of us. We're bringing other unique, passionate practitioners into this space, and the team that we have that's surrounding us are immediately making an impact on the culture that is starting to emerge here at Thoughtium. And that has been maybe not the most surprising, but the most delightful aspect of building a business for me is to bring people in, to allow them to come in their entire self, to allow them to shine a light on their greatest strengths and connect that to the work that we're doing. And that inevitably makes a mark on the type of culture and environment that we work in on a day-to-day basis. And that has just been so exciting. And I'm so pumped that we continue to see that emerge and that we get to continue to see Thoughtium grow based on the people that we're bringing in. So, and that includes you all, our community. We really appreciate you coming along for the ride. We do these videos to document this journey. We do these videos to really pause ourselves and to reflect and to share those reflections with you so that we can continue to provide you all insights, the journey, and value on an episode by episode basis. Thank you all for joining and have a great rest of the week.